Audio.etc is proudly supported by Auto Sound and Security. Hey guys, how's it going? James here from Audio.etc. Finally back to doing some work on the Corvette. Not going to do box stuff today though, because Grant is working in the workshop next door, and we've also got that Datsun still in there, and I don't want to get it all dusty and everything. So today I'm going to do Corvette stuff, but I'm not doing the box, so it's finally time to do something cool, which is the yellow LEDs. The LEDs are going to be going behind the heat sinks of both of the amps and also inside the grill of the subwoofer. I've already done the main sort of majority of the wiring for it, like got the relay in there with the power supply and everything. Now I just need to install them. So what I need to do is take the roof out, take the beauty panel of the amp rack off, somehow mark where they're going to go behind the amps, and then lay the amps forward, lay down the LEDs, which by the way are just a very simple yellow LED strip. These are SMD 5050s, so they're nice bright ones, and they run off 12 volts, and they're waterproof ones as well. They just happen, we didn't necessarily need the waterproof ones, but they're protected by silicone anyway, so that's good. Oh yeah, I think I've actually may have already done the markings a previous time when I was working in here. So that's good, I don't have to do it then. Let's check that out. Now where's my relay wires? So I already did that. Oh, there's my wires for the LEDs up there. So maybe I should start on this side. Gently rest that down there like that. Okay, let's get these bad boys. And these, like obviously these are the adjustable, well not adjustable, these are the ones where you can like cut them to different lengths. Yep, here's the two sides. Now the long way is one. Might as well go just a wee bit extra long. Okay, so there's the ones for this amp. What I need to do now is solder these all back into series with one another, and then they'll get stuck into position along here. Nice. Take these out here and then we'll solder these in series. Okay. Positive. Positive. I think I need to try and get these waterproof ones are a bit harder than normal because the terminals are all covered up. Can I get to them now? I might be able to just snip some of the silicone off of here. There we go. I think I got the terminals exposed. Accidentally folded that one. I need to, good, I got some red and black wire in here that I can use to make some little cool loops. Better to have too much than too little. Now, ever so gently, put some tin on here. Bang. Alright, now let's just quickly test this and see if my soldering skills burnt out the LEDs or not. Nope, they're still going. Sweet. There we go guys, got them all wired up in a string. So what I did was obviously I got the length of this one, and then I knew that the height of the amps was the same, so I was able to cut two more of the same size ones for the height, and then all I did was I took the the length of it over to this amp and measured out how long the width of that one was, and then I just took a piece of the 2-core string over and checked out how long I needed to make the bridging piece of wire to be, made that up. And yeah, now they're all wired up in series, good to go, and I've heat shrunk all the ends with just some little red heat shrink there. I actually worked out that using the knife to slowly saw down into the silicone worked best for getting off these little bits which were covering the the terminals. That worked better than using the cutters. But yeah, they're all good to go. So what I can start doing now is sort of laying them into place and then putting the amps back on. Okay. So I think I should do the top long ways ones first, since they're like a wee bit longer than what the actual length required is, and then the sides need to come after that, I think. Just need to make sure that this is completely clean. Oh, am I going to be able to get this thing off now? I'm just going to use the backing, which is on it. I reckon that'll be sticky enough to do the job, and it's just got to go right up the very top here. Nice. That's that one. This side one. Oh, this piece doesn't have a piece of sticky all the way along, that's annoying. This end isn't sticking down though because, as I just said, there's no sticky under that side for some reason, but that's okay. Okay. Clean this side off. This one goes. Okay. See how the amp lines up with it. I think I need to move the ones on the left over a wee bit. Okay, so yeah, oh actually they all need to move just a wee bit. I've lined them up exactly with this edge, but they need to be in just a wee bit for the thickness of that. But that's okay, I can move them. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's try that. Ooh, might be a bit tight. That's looking better. Now you guys should be able to see, you can see the LEDs pretty much underneath the vents the whole way along. There's just a couple of vent holes like this one here and this one here which don't have an LED under them, which have, because I've got the heat shrink there, but I couldn't have gone another 3 on the sides anyway. That's cool, it's going to look good. That's that one done. Now this one. Okay, 4. Sweet. Okay, so the LEDs are all in, the amps are back in. So what I need to do now, horn works, Grant. So underneath the board here, I didn't show you guys, but I did it a while ago. I installed I put a relay, which is set to turn on when remote wire turns on, and it allows power from this from the main power supply through this little fuse through to all the LEDs. Okay, and because I don't want to drop any solder on the carpet, we're doing that. Okay guys, time for the ultimate test. Do they turn on? Oh, the lights turned on and they look good. That looks cool from back here. That looks seriously good. I'm liking it. That looks cool. That looks awesome. Let me put the trim panel back on. Once I've got this on and screwed down, then I tighten up the screws that are holding the amps, because it means like there's a wee bit of slop in the screws, just a tiny bit, and this kind of lines them all up. Okay, so now that those LEDs are done, the other ones I need to install are some, yes. Oh, you're off? Okay. So now I need to put the LEDs in the grill of the subwoofer that I talked about. Okay, so what I want to do is put LEDs around the inside of here, glowing onto the subwoofer. I'm going to put them right up the very top of the grill so that they're glowing like down into the cone rather than onto the side of the membrane. And this shouldn't be too hard. Should be, since it doesn't look like it's conical, it looks like it's just a straight circle. These should just really... First thing I need to do is probably cut the right amount of length. I want to go the whole way around, so I'm going to have to do a little double over. Probably that one there. So these will stick down, and then it will just double over top of that one like that. And the good news is, from on top, I don't think they're going to be too obvious. Like, to be able to see them, you have to lean quite sort of over it, because they're quite out of the way, so that's good. Right, let me put some wire on this one. And I need to know where my wire is going to go through the face of the box. So I should work that out with the subwoofer, I think. Okay, there we go. I put a piece of wire on it, a nice long one. Heat shrink the ends, so now what I need to do is get the woofer, sit the grill on it, and figure out whereabouts along here the join is going to be so it lines up right. Okay, here's our woofer. Rockford Fosgate T1d2-12. So, I might just do this over on the table because this is a bit sketchy. So, the grill does sit a certain way. It sits this way with the Rockford Fosgate emblem at the bottom, and it lines up like that. Customer. So, I know I have to, because I'm going to put the wires for the LEDs through one of these holes, and I know that I have to use these circular ones here for holding the grill on, and then I do need some at the other points as well. But I think what makes sense is, since this grill is going to be like this in the car on an angle, I'd rather have the join up here where it's less visible. So it makes sense to have the join up there at the top, to me. And then, because I can put a screw at one end here and then the wires go through another at the other end here. That'll work, yep, I'm going to do that. Sweet! Bottom there, this is the top. So it's going to be something along the lines of... I wonder if I could put this behind there. I want these ones to stick on extra well, more than I did the other ones, because they're just sitting there. I want these ones to stay there, so I'm going to just meth where I'm putting the sticky stuff, because I want it to be clean so that they don't come off. Okay. That's top. Yeah. Why isn't it sticking? I may have to use some glue of some sort. I thought cleaning it would help. Must just be the type of paint or something. No, it's just falling off. Why? Why isn't it sticking? I could try make some grease remover. Nope, she ain't staying. No, it ain't sticking. That's really annoying. It's just the type of material. What can I do? I need to think of something. I think I may have come up with something that's working. I just tried putting a tiny dab of super glue Loctite underneath a section of it here, and it seems to be holding pretty good. So I think if I just sort of rotate around and do one tiny dab at a time. This may take me a while, so I might time lapse it. Okay, there we go. I got the LEDs stuck all the way around the perimeter. Tiny little overlap just there where the wires are coming out. A few dabs of super glue here and there to hold it. Let's do a little test and see if it goes. Red. Sweet. That looks good. They're all going. I wonder what this looks like with the woofer. Oh, cool. There we go. That looks pretty decent, I reckon. I really would like it if for these and for the ones in the car if I had like some diffusing material, but I don't. It's not really I didn't think about it. I don't do many LED installations, but I wish now that I did have some like diffusing material or something. Even some sellotape would probably do it. I don't know. But that looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Nice wee glowing ring. Oh, even the join's not that bad looking. And the supply for those, by the way, is here. Where is it? There we go. I got the same wires as I did for those ones over there, loomed up with the subwoofer wires from the amp. They're all good to go. So there we go, guys. LED's done. Looks good. There we go, guys. I've mocked it up so we can see what it's going to ultimately look like. That's kind of where the subwoofer is going to sit. Turn the key on to accessory. Not ignition, just accessory is fine. And all the LEDs turn on. Sweet. Really like the way the Rockford Fosgate amps look with the backlight. Those look cool. Less of a fan of the subwoofer LEDs than of the amp ones, but I still think they add to it. I don't know, should I have the subwoofer, the Rockford Fosgate, like up like this or up the other way? I don't know. Probably that way. That looks cool from outside. It's a dusty window, but from out here you can see the glow around the subwoofer and around the amp, so it's cool. And then from the inside, you look backwards and you just see the glowing sub. That looks cool. These are supposed to be yellow LEDs, by the way. They were, the ones I bought were called yellow. So if you're wondering why they look amber, maybe on camera, I'm not sure, but these are meant to be yellow. Sweet as. That looks good. That's cool. Sweet. LEDs are done. 326. Ooh, I'll probably get a bit more time to work on the box, I think. Just a couple things. I need to do some bracing. Here's something I'll show you. Something I did, I think it was Friday night last week. What I basically did was from the sort of diagram on the box and the specifications, I made myself up a little fake subwoofer profile. And so I knew, like, so this piece, what do we got? I knew this width and I knew this width and the height. So I made up this sort of stencil, and then I marked out where the baffle would go, possibly a second baffle layer, the plate for the subwoofer, and then the membrane and the grill. So I knew the total height and everything of this. And then I made this, which is to simulate the 18mm baffle, and a second layer in case I do a double baffle, which I'm thinking I might. We'll have a look and see what that may be coming later on, but then all I have to do is line the plate up with wherever it is that I've got it going. So like that, if I'm doing a double baffle, it lines up like that, and now I know my total depth where it's going to sit on the box. And so what I was able to do is put this, oh god, there's too many, not enough hands, put this like this, just sitting against there, and then I could mark on the inside of the box where the subwoofer is going to line up with, you know. And I did it for both double baffle and single baffle, which goes down even deeper, which means I know that the subwoofer takes up all of this sort of cross section all the way across here. So I can put bracing anywhere in that whole section, which is what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to do a sideways brace from here to here, and I may even do a brace from there up to there. Okay, scratch what I just said. I've got a new plan. I've made these two things here, which, when put down here, if you put this surface flat on the bottom, then and push it forward so that it almost hits to this ridge here, then these line up. So these are going to go sort of about here and here on either side of the subwoofer, right underneath the edges of the sub, pretty much. So they're going to be like sort of support gussets, like that sort of thing. That's how I plan to do them. And then I can still do a cross brace if I want as well. Well, because these are going to be here on the floor, which means I can still put something across there. So I could probably cut that up now. So 55 minus 36. This should be pretty much just the right width. I knew I was going to have to shave it off a couple of times because I know that I didn't get these exactly lined up, but if I put it in like this, I could probably almost just pressure fit it into place. Almost. I should maybe take a mil off at a time. 513. That's a bit better, but still a bit. Yep. 512. 110. There we go. Now she's right. Oh, it could have been 511. Bugger. 11, is that a bit better? Yeah, that's more like it. 511 is the gold number. So that one I'll probably put like that, because then that's going to allow those to sit in there, A and B. Is made up. There's the verticals and my cross beam, and I put a nice round over on all of the edges that are going to be against the internal air, so the airflow can move around the box easy, I guess, and because it looks nice. So this is going to go somewhere probably down, just like, it'll be up a bit higher than that, and then these will be approximately yay and yay. Sweet as. That's the plan. Okay, there we go. So I put this in relative position as to where I think I'm going to have it. I've marked the edges of it and a couple of points to drill some holes, and I'm going to drill holes out that way from the inside, and then put it back in position, drill from the inside again, so that from the outside, so that it goes into the wood, and I'm going to use wood screws for holding this in place rather than brad nails. Wood screws and PVA glue, and then that one will be in place. It will dry, and then these, I'm not sure when I'll do this. I think I'm going to have to position them after I've actually made the baffle up and that's done and the hole is cut. That way I can position these in the right place to be near to the support for the subwoofer. But yeah, that'll be later on. I could probably get this part done today though. Okay, there we go guys, there's my cross brace done, screwed in, glued in. As I said, these braces will be done later on when I'm doing the baffle. But that's kind of the next step, but I don't want to go doing that today because that's going to make a whole lot of dust, and we've still got this nice 260Z in here, and I don't want to get that too dusty. So I'm going to leave that for today and probably call that today's video. Brace done, these ones made up, the LEDs done, and it's getting close to pack up time anyway, so that's probably a good amount of work to have done today. So yeah, thanks for watching this video guys. It's, you know, something different. I've been looking forward to doing those LEDs for a while now. Oh man, they look good with the covers off. So now with those LEDs being done, literally we're down to just box stuff left to do. All I have to do to complete this car is make the baffle, well, cut the hole in it, get it in position, cut the right angles on it so that it, you know, is flush with everything. Oh, and then I am planning on potentially doing some trim ring work on the top of the baffle to make it look a bit cool. Similar to what I've done here, where we've got a layer and then it steps up to another layer and it just follows up and rolls down. I'll probably do something similar to that. But that's all I can do for today. Those LEDs are looking real good. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I will probably be doing box stuff tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that. Thanks for watching, choose to be happy, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Kite Ano.